Hi, I'm Flynn.
Olma.
Shreya.
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, you all had traveled to the city of Solaris. You guys had all taken your first day to yourselves, doing some different things throughout the city, getting into some trouble here and there, but with the main purpose of holding out until Thaddeus's contact can reach you guys and give you guys some sort of item or maybe a spell. You guys don't know exactly what it is, but it's going to remove any sort of magical tracking on you guys that will essentially hide you from Hollowguard, who has been tracking you. You all got back together earlier in this night and had told each other about, some of the things that you had gotten up to, and Olma came bursting in, telling everyone that she met with Kale Drumwind. You guys went to Kale's house, and after sort of telling you guys a little bit about himself and his father, and sort of the mystery behind why Hollowguard and the mysterious cult of this Red Wolf were after him, you guys let him go as he and his family tried to escape the city. You guys got back to the inn, but you guys were there for only a short period of time as Shreya let the group know that he met with someone earlier named Xavier. Xavier being someone who was trapped in the city's prison. Olma, also recognizing that name from her past, decided that you guys needed to go and break him out of prison, or at least see where he was being transferred to. You guys got to the militarized section of the city, snuck in the same way that Shreya knew how already, and got down into the sewers, popping up into the first level. You guys saw that there was one guard for every prisoner, as the guard had doubled or maybe even tripled since the prison break earlier in the day. So you guys went down a little bit further into the sewer and popped up into the barracks, where you guys had gone up into the room that was empty, and you guys heard a door to the room slowly begin to open. So as you guys are hearing this creaking, what would you guys like to do?
Hide under bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys all
Hide.
Yeah, I'm
Hide.
under bed.
dive under the bed.
Give us a quick rundown of what's in the room. Is there anything else besides beds to hide behind or underneath?
Yeah, so there are sort of beds lined up on the walls. There is a dresser that is currently open with a couple sets of armor and a couple sets of common clothes hanging up there. And then right next to that is like a weapons rack where a couple of swords and hammers are hanging, as well as a couple shields.
Does the dresser have a closet, or is it just drawers?
It is like a closet dresser, yes.
I'm going in the dresser.
I'm going behind the door so that when you open the door, it opens, closing me.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the room that could even kind of obscure me, or
Your best chance at this point is probably hiding under a bed.
Okay, great. That's what I'll do then.
Okay, I'm gonna have everyone make a stealth check.
Are there lights in here, or is it pitch black?
There are a couple of torches lit up in the room, so it is dim light, but you're able to see just fine.
Oh, I extinguished my torch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna have everyone make a stealth check for me.
9.
10.
11.
Oh, if I get a 12.
Come on, Flynn.
4 and 8.
7.
Hey!
We're gonna get seen, y'all.
Yeah, so the door opens and you guys are all in place. The dwarf who walks in kind of walks through the room. He takes off his sword from his holster, tosses it over on the bed, takes off his the top chest piece of his armor.
Before
and
he takes off his armor, I'm gonna sneak my hand around the side of the door and just touch him on the shoulder and do shocking grasp
okay,
while he's wearing metal.
Yeah.
that is an attack roll, correct?
Uh-huh.
And you get that at advantage because he's wearing metal? I think, is that
Or is
what
it actually
I believe
damage?
so.
Or
Yes,
is it extra
it's at
damage?
advantage.
Okay. So roll that at advantage.
Oh boy.
I mean, we all rolled real bad, so.
We did.
19. hit.
19 to hit definitely hits.
And that is 2d8.
Wait, will this kill him?
I hope not.
We're going to find out.
It is a cantrip.
At least there's that.
No, probably not. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay. As he is walking into this room, just before he takes his armor off, you reach your hand out and zap him, and you can see the bolts of electricity just absorb right into the metal and cling to his body as he seizes up and drops to his knees, not unconscious yet, but just like in this state of tense. So I'm gonna open it up to everyone else. You guys all get. He has the surprised condition, so you guys all get an action.
I'll pop out under the bed and try and hit him, I guess.
Okay.
Try and knock him
are
out.
you doing an unarmed strike?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action and summon my sword, but I'll use the blunt end of it and try and...
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah, so the green smoke turns into sword, and instead of coming down, I just try and... and is it still like advantage because he's surprised or no?
No, this is
Okay.
just a normal attack.
All right. That is a 12 total.
12 total misses. As he's sort of sitting there seizing, you just don't quite get a good hit
And then
on him.
you'll see I seem to be attacking a bit quicker, and I'm going to try and go in for another one.
Okay. Yeah,
Am I allowed to do
it.
that?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Oh, that's better. Oh, maybe not, though.
He was still wearing his breastplate.
He is still wearing his armor. Yes.
Sorry.
14?
14 misses. You bring the hilt down and you just glance off of his armor.
Okay. Oh, man. And I'll look to the rest of the room like, guys, help.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to push the door slightly ajar and hold Spare the Dying for when this guy goes down.
Cool.
For if he loses all of his hit points.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Try. You're the last one with an action. What do you want to do?
I mean, it appears that people are hitting him, but we're not really bringing him down. So I'm gonna find the little tight corner where my staff is resting under my body, and I'm gonna grab it and poke it out from under the bed. It's the first thing he sees, and then I'm gonna focus all the energy into my hands, gripping the staff, and a little bit of jagged electricity comes out from my area between my eyes into the crystal, and suddenly the staff glows and it becomes magical. And I then, in one sweeping motion, whoosh out from under the bed and spring up into the air and thrust the crystal end of the staff directly into the dude's head.
Okay, make an
Nice.
attack roll.
And I'll be using the spell attack bonus, which is great because it's magical. And even then, it's an 11.
That's you hit him directly in his chest plate armor.
I need to work on the follow through.
As he stands back up, looking around at everyone, he is going to. He tossed his
Do
sword
we need
down
to
onto
roll
the bed.
initiative?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna have you guys roll initiative. I'm just gonna have you guys go, then he goes.
Okay.
So he is going to look around at you guys, and he's gonna try and take an unarmed attack because he threw his sword down on the bed. He's gonna try and take an unarmed attack at Shreya.
Oh boy. Or oh bird, rather.
That is going to be a 4 to hit.
Not quite.
As he swings wildly and misses. Yeah, and then that's his turn. Basically, he wants to try and hit him.
You know?
Yeah, same order or
Yeah, let's go same order. Olma.
yeah. I'll look at his face and I'll say, "We don't have to do this. Just go to sleep," and I'll punch him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
19 to hit.
None. Yeah, a 19 hits.
There we
Oh wait,
go.
wait. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's still plus 6. Yeah. And I'm not wearing any armor. That is a D8.
Yeah.
That was max damage.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
That's good.
It was
How
11
much?
points of damage.
11 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is he still up?
No, he is not. He is actually 1 point away from instant permadeath.
No bonus action for me.
So
He's going to go
he
to sleep.
immediately, you clock him right on the side of the head, and you can see lights go out as soon as you make contact, and he boom hits the floor in front of you.
Nando. As I cast Spare the Dying.
Nice save.
From the cabinet, still just like poking out from.
Try help me get him in the bed. We'll make it look like he's sleeping.
You gotta take the armor off of him. He wouldn't sleep in that. You gotta.
Try is
dress-
just kind of in shock. After seeing this child with that amount of force clock him.
Yeah, she's full of surprises. We have a job to do.
All right. And I'm gonna help him take the breastplate off and get him in bed.
Chuck this guy in the bed, throw the covers over him, and
Okay.
close the door. If it was open.
Does he have
Yeah.
any maps in his pocket?
Oh, yeah.
Olma, I'm going to have you make an investigation check, and then Flynn and Shreya, I'm going to have you guys make a deception check
Sure.
for me.
12.
That'll go great.
12. No, you do not. You are looking over him. He's got his plate armor. He had his sword that was there. He's got a pouch with 12 gold in it.
I'll take
And-
that.
And he has got a single key on his belt.
I will
Ooh.
take that.
That's good.
12
I got a 6.
gold and a key.
I got a 6 on my
Yeah, I got a
perception.
4.
Okay.
We got this, man.
He is very clearly bleeding from both his nose and his mouth. And like he's not snoring at all. He is
I'll pull the
not.
sheet
Is definitely not. Snoring.
over his head.
Okay, and immediately the blood starts to seep through the sheet. And like as it's on his face, the blood begins to seep through the sheet.
Can I dress his wounds? Can I use a?
Yeah, sure. Make a
some of my
medicine check.
Yeah, I'll just try to address this bleeding issue.
While he's doing that, I'll swap the sheets with another pair if he's successful in stopping the bleeding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 24.
24. Yeah. Okay. So you stop the bleeding. He is stabilized. Flynn goes and gets a clean pair of sheets.
Change it with
And,
another bed. Sheets.
Swap it out.
Just put it underneath.
yeah.
Eventually, you guys are able to get it to where, like,
Okay.
if someone doesn't investigate too much, they're gonna think that he's sleeping.
Well, that happened. What'd you
Not
find?
dead.
Yeah, that's good. What'd you get?
I found this key and this pouch.
Okay. Shreya, maybe you should take a peek out and see if you can see where his cell is.
I would, but I have no recollection or information on how we could get to that, wherever that place is. Maybe we can find a map or something.
I'll look around for a map or something. I'll look around and see if I can
Okay.
find like a
Make an investigation check for me.
at advantage.
Are there any desks with notes?
There are no desks in here.
A total of 20.
Total of 20. Yeah, so you go over and you look through the dresser that Killick was just in, and you start rifling through some of the pockets, and you do actually find like a real simple map of the military district here.
Okay, I'll pick it up. I'll bring it over to the group. I found this. Is this helpful?
Maybe.
Like-
Does it have any does it show any of the interior of the prison at
Yeah,
all,
like,
or is
lay
it
it down
mostly
on
just
the floor.
exterior military base?
Yeah, so there are a couple of buildings that are specifically, they show interior. Most of them just show exterior and are labeled like barracks, mess hall, those things. But then the prison that you see is sort of roughly laid out as far as like where the cells are and where like the hallways and stuff like that is. You do see on the map, you guys are actually in the building just adjacent to the prison. This is not actually within the prison itself.
Can we tell if we went back one room in the one? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
It looks like if you went back one within the sewer, you would probably land within the prison itself. But this building that you're currently in, sort of the barracks area, does look like it is a separate building that you guys popped up.
We went too far.
Probably.
Okay, let's go back. But very valuable trip.
Perhaps we could cause a
a
ruckus
map or
here,
something?
and then they'd come from there.
Well, I mean, yeah, if this is a place to make a distraction,
You want to make a distraction here?
I mean, that's the plan, right? There's still guards on every cell. We need to
If
get
we
them
go
away.
up through the sewers, we're gonna find.
We're gonna run into the guards
inside
again.
the prison.
We gotta get the
Okay.
guards out.
Okay, this is a different building. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. If they're all coming here, let's give it a shot. But try not to hurt the guy who can't actually get out of bed.
Well, let me see what I can.
Hey, DM, I'm gonna request to push the bounds of Druidcraft again and see if I can. Maybe like the beak of like a screaming piha bird just like emerges from the crystal and just like makes a really loud bird noise. Would that be possible? Is that too far?
I'm going to say no, because it does specify in the spell a small sensory effect.
Yeah.
So if it was just like a small little tweeting bird, I would rule okay, but
Nothing that
no,
loud.
nothing
Okay,
that big.
cool.
Well,
Are we doing? You want to draw them here right now? How about everybody get in the sewers or get ready to get on the ladder? I can make a fuss.
All right.
All right. And it's not gonna hurt our friend here.
No,
Okay.
I mean I hope it reaches their ears, but I can definitely.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. I'm gonna crack the door open a little bit and kind of see if I can see maybe where, looking back the way we went to the sewers, and see like how far away would the prison be? Like, is it, for lack of, is it 300 feet? Like, what's the distance looking like?
It looks like, so you're in this building right here. It looks like the start of the prison building, or what you understand to be the prison from the map, is about 150
Okay.
feet away.
Okay. So if I'll close the door back. Yeah, I mean, it looks close enough for most, like some of the spells that I have that could make
Are you gonna do that thing with your foot again, the stampy thingy?
Well, it seems
Like
like,
when you're angry and you stamp and it makes a bad noise and
listen,
you get grumpy.
it was pretty cool. I used it to knock something off a cliff and it fell in the lava. It's one of these hook horror things. Did you see it? And I'll go into the bag and I'll reach in to get
Don't. I just put the face away.
What? Oh,
and
right. Well,
just
it's close enough if you want to make a noise. I can save my... I can't do a lot of spells yet. So,
this will be easy for me.
okay.
I think.
All right. Well, let's get ready to climb
I've
up the
tried this
ladder.
before.
I'll go into the cell, or into the sewer.
I'll be the
Oh,
last one down before Kellic.
I'll leave the door open a little bit, just so maybe the
Okay.
sound can go out further. I don't know. I'll leave it cracked so I'll head down.
And I will be the last. I'll like get atop the. First I'll position this dwarf's body so that his head is resting against the banister of this bed and or bed frame, and I'll get just so that my top portion is outside of the ladder down to this thing, and I'll take some of the ashes from my bag and I'll do as I learned and put them across my face. They're not hot, but hopefully it'll suffice. And I will say, "Oh God!" and I'll cast Thaumaturgy, and I can activate 3 of these effects, so I'm going to do all of them.
Okay.
Simultaneously. I'm going to make my voice 3 times as loud. I'm going to make a rumbling sound happen at it's all 30 feet range, so I'm going to make a rumbling tremors happen just within the front of the doorway, and I'm going to make the door fly open, and I'm going to shout, "Oh, I've fallen! Oh, my head! Help!" And then I'm going to slam the thing, and I'm going to race down into the sewer.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to have you make a performance check.
Ah, yes.
So, I didn't know we had anyone Irish here.
15.
15. Okay. It was very loud. You probably got some people's attention. So as you guys duck down into the sewer, you guys head one latch back. You guys climb up the ladder, and you guys pop open the latch just a little bit to see up. And Shreya, this you recognize as the area where, when you were in the prison, this is where the guards were coming from. When you heard them sort of approaching you, this is like the area that they were coming from. But as you guys look around, you notice a couple guards, but they are sort of running in towards the exit of the prison.
Let's go back to the first one.
Yes, the first one, yes.
Let's do it.
Okay. You guys run back to the first one, open up the hatch.
Splash.
Open up the hatch, and now you don't see any guards in this section of the prison.
Let's go.
I'm going to try a lead on.
All right. Shreya, where specifically are you taking them?
Well, first of all, I'm going to conjure forth that Druidcraft moon glow to hold my hand that I did last time I was here, so I can make it familiar to any of the inmates who are around. And now I'm going to take them to the cell where I had discovered Xavier the last time I was here, where his big chains were, and I think it's a couple of a minute walk, right, down the different hallways.
It's going to take you a minute or two, yeah.
Stealthily, of course.
Okay. Okay, awesome. I'm going to have everyone make a stealth check for me.
Jeez.
Oof, I need to change die.
I got it really good. 22.
Stealth 15.
10.
8 for me.
Okay. As you guys are walking along, Shreya, one of your claws just sort of scrapes along the ground, and you hear from the cell just to your right, you hear a muffled
All right, I'll look over.
Okay. As you look over and you reach out your little dull light, you see sitting there, chained up, and with a gag over their mouth, a very familiar dwarf, the one who you had attempted to escape with earlier, but had to cast Hold Person on in the sewers. It looks like they brought him back up, and now with, chained to the walls with a gag in his mouth, he is now bound. But he does seem to recognize you as you were walking through.
Wait, give me the key, please.
No, you said not to get distracted.
No,
Come on, show us where Xavier is. We can get him on the way out. Show us where Xavier is.
I give him a kind of longing look with my eyes, and then give him like a head nod like we're coming back. And I guess we keep going.
Make an insight check for me, Shreya.
Insight? Okay, cool. 13, that's better. I like this die better.
13. You can tell by his eyebrows he's pissed at you.
Oh boy.
Go back.
You left him there to be captured once again, and he had his one chance for escape, and you ruined it for him. So, he's very upset with you.
Deary me.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to try to communicate goodwill through my eyes before just turning to go.
All right. So you guys press on to this same cell that Shreya had found Xavier in before. And as you guys approach, Shreya, you see what is very familiar to you, which you saw earlier in the day. Everyone else sees this cell It looks in structure and in make very similar to the iron bars of the previous cells. But this one has like a bunch of different chains. About 5 chains coming down from the ceiling to the center of the cell, and 5 chains coming up from the ground to the center of the cell, as well as a couple coming in from the walls. Holding there, locked perfectly in place, unmoving, is some sort of humanoid figure. It's very dark. You can't quite tell. You can't quite make out who or what it is. Long black hair covering their eyes, and like these dirty brown commoner's clothes. As you guys approach, you can see these little purple runes that are etched in on the chains that are holding this person locked into place in the center of the cell, as well as this thick collar around their neck, thick handcuffs around each of their ankles and their wrists, as well as one big one around their waist. Completely locked, perfectly rigid in place. Black hair covering their face.
And immediately I'm just going to whisper,
Xavier, I think I might have found a friend of yours.
Oh, you found friends.
I'm gonna run up to the bar or to the bars and climb up them a little bit.
Okay.
Xavier, is that you?
Can be if you want.
Has he looked up?
Nope.
Could I, this is kind of spooking me out. Could I make a spooky vibes check?
Yeah, make a spooky vibes check.
Do we see any crystals around him?
No, you
Like
don't.
shards?
Ooh, that's a good question. 18 plus something. I don't know. 18 I got on the die.
18. Awesome. You are getting some real spooky vibes from this. It is like this weird, unnatural thing where they are like suspended midair from these chains, and there is no leeway whatsoever in their movement.
Yeah, but with this guy, the way he sounds, it sounds creepy. Do I get any Olma?
There is like definitely like malicious. From that spooky vibe check, there's like malicious intent behind.
And this sounds different than what I'm used to.
Yeah, different voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back up.
Oh, as Olma runs up to the bars, I'll step forward and put a hand on her shoulder. Olma, these aren't the kind of bonds you put on a normal criminal.
Xavier's not a criminal. He was helping me. Xavier, it's Olma. Don't you remember?
Yeah, I remember you.
can I try to see if this is the same guy I spoke to earlier? Like, can I try to tell?
Ooh.
Yeah, make an insight or perception check.
His hair is different.
15.
15, not the same person. Different clothes, different hair. The hair that you saw earlier, the man who was chained up, Shreya, that you saw earlier, had longer hair, but it wasn't stark black like this. It was sort of more some white peppered in there. And also sounds completely different from the person.
I don't think this is Xavier.
Clearly not. They must have moved him somewhere else.
We're too late.
Are there other prisoners around him?
Who are you and what did you do with Xavier?
I can be Xavier if you'd like me to be. And they whip their head up, and the hair that was in front of their face whips back to the back of their head, and you can see their face begins to like shift and morph, and like the eyes change to different colors and the nose changes shape, and you can see these tusks begin to grow from their bottom jaw, and their skin turn green, and all of the pinkish color flush from their skin. And you can see now what appears to be a half-orc there. Says, "Did I get it close?
No!
Is this more along the lines?" And their skin and their face begins to shift once more, and it turns into this deep blue color, and their eyes turn yellow as horns begin to protrude from their forehead and crawl back over the top of their head. and I say, "Am I getting close?"
I lean back. I jump away from the bars into Kellic. I don't know who this is. This isn't Xavier.
I'm not sure what it is, Olma. What do they have you for?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You wouldn't happen to know what happened to the person who previously inhabited your cell?
I do.
I don't believe him.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
I raise an eyebrow. 15.
15. They're lying through their teeth.
Right. Well, enjoy prison then. Let's get out of here, guys.
Wait, we
But
surely
what if
might
he's
check
somewhere
some of the
else?
other cells before we leave, right?
We need to find out where they moved him to, but they probably moved him to another prison altogether.
Yeah, I'll turn around. Are there prison cells right behind us with other prisoners in them that would have seen this cell?
They're lining this hallway that you guys are in.
I can say
gonna go
this.
to-
If they moved him, he'd probably be in a similar kind of binding that you see here. So the type...
They had him like this.
Yes, they had him in this type of binding, just like this.
I'm gonna go to a cell right next door. Hey, excuse me. What happened to the wizard that was here before?
Oh, same thing that happens to everyone who comes through here is they keep them here for a bit and then they take them away.
They
And you can see looking in a older dwarven man sort of sitting there very calmly in the corner.
Well, where do they take them?
I don't know.
He was here. He was right here.
Flynn, let's look at your map.
Yeah.
Maybe there's another structure they could have taken him to.
Pull a map out, lay it on the ground, scour it, look if there's anywhere that they would have taken like a holding cell before transport, something like that.
This is the only real prison that you see. The building itself is pretty big. There seems to be a lot of cells here. And actually, I shouldn't say that. There is one more prison sort of on the other end of this military encampment. Looks about the same size, about the same sort of facilities. And you don't really see anything having to do with transfers.
I don't know. I mean, there's another prison over there, but I don't know if maybe they put him over there. Do we want to check that one? Do you think the sewers will lead there?
Let's fully search this one first. We don't want to miss him.
Why would they move him from one?
Because they got this guy and they needed another special chain prison?
Then put him in the one over there?
I don't know. I don't know what else to do other than check the other one. Or ask a guard.
I almost shudder to say this, but based on what I know of this town, the only other place they could bring someone who's transgressed is a place that you can't come back from.
Where's that?
Don't worry about it, Olma. Shreya, you said that you heard that they were moving him, right?
Yes, but I don't know where. They didn't say anything.
But they said they were moving him, not executing him, right?
Yes, I heard nothing about that.
So we need not worry, and I sort of nod my head in Olma's direction, about such places that one cannot come back from.
Yes. Discretion, of course. And I kind of say that under my breath.
I made some friends in the religious community here. I could go through the channels there to find out where prisoners get transferred.
Perhaps. But I do think it would be foolish to leave this place without searching the other prison complex, no matter how small it is.
The longer we stay here, the longer we risk. That's my only. We don't want to become, exiled or imprisoned ourselves.
But Kellic, you can ask. You'll figure it out. You'll help me
Olma.
find him.
Of course, Olma.
Okay.
I'm sorry that we're late.
He was right here.
I know. We can find
And
him.
I
Olma.
was right here.
I'll help you find him, Olma. But right now we gotta stay focused on what's ahead. Shreya, you're not wrong. How far is it to the other prison?
I'm not sure. I'm only going by the map that the short one just sprawled out across the floor.
Yeah, I have it placed on the ground, and I'll be looking at it. Can I see maybe measurements, or does it have the sewer system on there as well, or is it just like a vague?
It's just a map of above ground.
Can I get distance or no?
Yeah, it's gonna be. Ooh, the military district of this city is pretty big, so it's gonna be about, I'd say, a mile away.
How about this? Perhaps we could try. Well, the barracks is now crawling with them. Perhaps I could sneakily go up into the air, and you all could disguise yourselves somehow, and then you all could make your way over there. I could even distract them from the air. There are not any like me from here.
Can we try the sewers and just see if they connect?
Yes, I suppose we could try that.
Yeah,
That's fun.
let's try that first.
Okay. So as you guys head back over towards the hatch that opens up into the sewers, you just hear sort of casually coming back in a couple of guards, and as you close the hatch, you hear a couple of them saying, I don't know. I'm sure they'll handle it. I just it's just weird that would happen. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they'll figure it out. And you close the hatch, and you go back down into the sewers. The sewers do continue on for quite a ways, as it sort of curves back around. If you guys want to judge distance, I'm going to have one of you make a survival check to see how far this sewer goes.
I'm decent at survival. Would having the map help as well?
Yeah, me too.
No, the map is the only thing allowing you
us
to make a survival check. If not, it would just be straight up roll.
Try if you want to do it. Go ahead. This is your area right now. You've been here
Expedition
before.
leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna lean my feathers up, and then I'm gonna float my way up to the ceiling, and then press my head/ears against the top of the ceiling of the sewer, and that is a 17 on survival.
Nice.
17, nice. So yeah, after a while, the tunnel splits, and it sort of creates these catacombs down here. But you're able to pretty precisely track your position. You're sort of running your finger along the map and figuring out where you were. And you get to a point where either this next hatch or the next one is the one that you're looking for.
Let's go for this. Let's try this first one and see if we get lucky.
Right, lead the way.
Whoever's going up first, make a stealth check for me.
Who's the stealthiest?
Yeah, that's not me.
I think I have.
Probably me.
Okay, maybe have someone peek their head up first before we go in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 25.
Nice.
25. Okay. As silent as the night, you creep up and and you peer through, and this appears to be the correct hatch that you guys are opening up. You do see, in a very similar fashion, a hallway that extends in either direction, and cells on either side, very similar to what you just saw previously.
Guards?
You do see 2 guards in this block of cells. Nothing like the group that you had seen previously, but you do see 2 guards sort of patrolling up and down this hallway.
Close the hatch. There are 2 guards up there. Does anyone have anything that could help? Fog, smoke.
I can do more showmanship.
Do you think we can spook
And
them?
make tremors and yell.
They might go and get more guards.
I'd rather just
Knock them out.
either skip past them or knock them out. Yeah.
It might also be worth interrogating too, or asking.
Yeah, maybe they could tell us where they move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since there's only 2 of them, we might be able to overpower them and just tie them up and ask them some questions.
Okay. And they're patrolling, you said, so they're not stationary, staring. So.
Yes, they're walking back.
Okay.
Are they walking together?
No, one of them is sort of down off to the right, one of them is off to the left.
Okay.
I might be able to get one and bring him into the sewers.
Are they walking at separate times?
Yes, they are. So yeah, they're sort of walking, and so they're never crossing paths with each other. They just sort of one ends at one spot, and then the other one sort of meets them there, and then they keep going back and forth.
But they both end up at that spot in the middle near the hatch at the same time?
Yes, they do.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
There's an ancient magic that I've been calling to in my meditations.
What is it?
That I've started to hear some contact back from.
Okay.
Perhaps what I could do is open myself up to this channel of infinite growth, or it could also be referred to as the boundless nature that creates all things. Call forth creatures or spirits that look like creatures, that are very pleasing to the eye. Perhaps those guards could follow them away from here.
Okay. Do we want to ask them questions still, or?
I would like to, before we do that, take some of the water from the sewer into my canteen or like
Water skin.
Okay. Thank you, my water skin.
Yeah, okay.
And I will time, since I was watching them secretly where they're walking, time it so that when they're walking away from the door, from the hatch, I will pour water on either side of the hatch where they're going to step.
Okay.
And I will touch my fingers to the sewage water. And yeah, freeze it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep, just touch my water, drag it through, touch the water with my fingers and drag it through as it gets colder and colder and colder, and then freezes on either side.
Okay, what are you casting to do that? What spell?
Shape water. Cantrip.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So as they both approach on either side, I'm going to make some dexterity saving throws for them.
And I'm prepped to like pop out, I guess.
Yeah, while she's doing
Okay.
that, we would discuss. I
Yeah.
guess we would discuss, like, do we want to be above? Like, should we be up there, ready?
On
Like,
the
hiding?
ladder? Yeah, let's like be on the ladder. Yeah.
Yeah, because are they passing? Is it underneath where they're passing, DM?
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
just open the hatch.
So
Can
we'll
we
just,
open the hatch so that they potentially could fall in?
well, no, we
Yeah.
can't. Well, if we
Well, it's sort of, no, they wouldn't directly fall.
Got it.
It's sort of off to the side.
Okay,
But
never
you
mind
position the water to where it's there. Okay. Is there anything that you guys want to prepare before I roll these dexterity checks for them? Because they will be surprised on the first round of combat.
I'm gonna prepare Bane. If I can, I guess it would have to be like movement and then Bane though, because I can't see them from down here.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So-
I'll let you guys prepare a movement and then action just
Yeah.
to be able to get up.
That's,
Yes,
that's
I will
what I
allow
will
that.
do.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else?
Yeah, I'm also preparing yeah, punches.
Yeah, I'll just prepare two
Yep.
non-lethal sword attacks.
I'm gonna prepare Shillelagh again.
Nice.
Okay. So that first one, I'm just gonna say this out loud. The DC to not slip is gonna be a 13. That first one got a 7,
Nice.
Yay!
No!
and the second one got a 12.
Nice.
way.
Let's go.
So
Amazing.
both of them in tandem, like they had coordinated this before, slip and both land on their backs with a thud. Okay, so
I like look around at everyone like, oh, it worked.
go.
Go, go, go.
I will have you guys all roll initiative.
Sure. Flynn got a 14.
Olma got a 13.
8 for Shreya.
Little bitch. 5 for Kellic.
Okay, dokie. Okay, first up, Flynn.
Yeah. I'll
You pop up from this the sewer.
run over to the closest one, and I'm just gonna thud, hit him with the back of the sword. Try and knock him out.
Make an attack roll.
Is that advantage if they're prone or not?
Melee attacks are.
Yeah.
If it's a melee attack, yes.
Yeah. So I'll run
So
up.
yeah, you get advantage.
Cool. Run up and do it. Okay, advantage. Oh, that one's good. 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Awesome. That is cocked. That is 11 piercing or bludgeoning, I guess, technically, because I'm hitting.
Yeah, we'll transfer it to bludgeoning. As you run up and just clock this guy over the head with the hilt of your sword, he immediately, his head, like as he like gets up to look at you, clock him in the head, and his head hits the ground as he is unconscious.
Okay, cool. And that was non-lethal,
Yeah, it's an
right?
immediate doom doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, non-lethal.
Non-lethal, and then
He is unconscious.
yeah, and then I'll just spin and do it to the other one too. Boom. And
Okay.
then try and get this one too.
Make an attack roll.
Ooh, that one's good too. That's that'll hit. Let me. 24.
Yeah, that hits
Okay.
for sure.
That's even more damage.
Okay,
13?
Yeah, he and then the other guy gets up to look at you, and the exact same thing. Doom, doom.
Doo-doom.
Guys, I did it.
Both of these
They're
guys are knocked out.
Fastest combat encounter of all time.
As everyone stands there prepared
It's
to
another- it's
cast their
another-
spells. And,
It's another set him up, and Flynn knocks him down.
Yeah. Do we want to check the prison first, and then maybe
Yeah.
wake one up if he's not here?
Yeah, maybe we should. I'm gonna grab my rope and tie their hands.
Yeah. When I see her doing that, I'll grab some rope and do the same to the other one.
Why are we tying them up? These people aren't our friends.
What?
We're gonna waste the rope of friendship on these strangers.
No.
It's a different rope.
Oh, right. Sorry. My mistake.
The magic is within us, not the rope.
I just throw my hands up.
Do you miss me today?
we're just gonna get past this. The guards are tied up.
Yeah. Let's. I'll scour the prison. Like everyone else is
Okay.
gonna do. I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna have everyone make an investigation check here.
Advantage. Ooh, very
9.
bad. Not good.
10. 11, anybody?
14.
8.
8.
It was good, and then it was cocked.
Okay. So you guys are all looking through these cells, and you guys look through these cells. Every once in a while, someone will come to the bars and, who are you guys? But quickly moving through, you guys sort of search cell to cell to cell, and none of you guys can see anyone who's in those extreme bindings like the other person was. And I'm gonna do a quick roll here. I'm gonna do a roll of my own.
I
I'm gonna
don't
roll.
see him.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
don't.
roll a d4. Are you guys all going in separate directions, or are you guys staying together?
Yeah, I would just scour around
Separate.
because we knocked out the two
Okay.
guards, so we just kind of like walk around.
Okay.
I would, yeah.
So I did my roll. You guys are all looking around, and you guys are searching cell to cell, going down the hallways. And every once in a while, there's a guard, but there's enough distance to where you can sort of step around a cell and sort of hide yourself, and the guard passes, and then you guys can continue on into the halls. Olma,
Yes.
as you are searching around, you get to the end of one of these hallways. The cells stop, and it opens up into sort of a larger room. And the room extends off to your right. And as you sort of turn this corner, the room is much more well lit than anywhere else. This is almost like daylight amount of light in here. As opposed to the torchlight that was in the rest of the prison. And you look around and you can see about 25 dwarven, tiefling, human guards, all in full plate armor, all with swords and shields at the ready, pointing them directly at a figure who is floating completely locked into position with braces on their wrists, on their ankles, on their neck, and on their hip. And you can see these these purple runes are now glowing bright, as you can see the muscles contracting in this person as they're trying to move, but they are not able to. You can see long black and white hair. You can see robes. You can see this person is not wearing any shoes. As the guards move them along, they are perfectly floating in place, not being held by anything, as they move into the center of the room. As these guards move along with it, you look and you see as the ground begins to glow, as consecutive circles in the ground begin to form around the 25 guards and this one prisoner. As they light up, each form of the guards and this prisoner glow from the inside as they disappear, leaving only 5 guards remaining in the room and a teleportation circle on the ground.
Savior. Yeah, Yeah, I run out. Yeah. Yep. I run out into the middle and I just scream, "Savior, no!" And I run to
Hey,
the
get
middle
her!
of the
Get
teleportation
her!
circle.
Get her! No, do not let her.
If we
Get
hear
her
this,
now.
I'm bolting if I can hear it.
Yeah.
We're-
Okay,
What do we
I'm gonna
do?
have everyone roll initiative.
Sure.
Oh, God.
For everyone, Flynn, Kalik, and Shreya, I'm also going, along with initiative, I'm going to have you guys roll a d4 to see where in the prison
Yeah.
you guys are and see how many rounds it's going to take you guys to get here.
Of course, I roll really low. I got a 6 on my initiative.
6 on your initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
And D4 is 3.
I got
Okay.
13 on initiative, and D4 is 2.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 12 on my initiative, but my D4 is also 3.
Okay. And Olma, what's your initiative?
5.
5. And you don't need to roll a d4 because you are already here. Okay, so there are currently 5 guards in the room. They are going to turn around and see you. Cool. So all of them sheath their swords, and they're just going to try and rush you. And the first one is going to try and make a grapple attack. So that is their athletics versus your dexterity.
Just straight dex or
Just straight
acrobatics
dex.
or okay.
Or I'm sorry, acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad.
18.
18. They got a natural 1. So they, on their way
Nice.
over towards you, they sort of slip and trip, and they don't quite make it to you. The next one is going to come up and try and make a grapple attack.
5 of these guys.
That's going to be another acrobatics check.
12.
That's a 5 on his part. So you're dodging in between. You are determined to get
Sliding
to this
between
thing.
underneath their
I'm-
legs. And
Yeah.
All right. One more acrobatics check.
24.
Ooh, you got a 17. Okay. The next two guys are going to try and come up and just punch at you.
There's no more grabbing.
No more grappling. They see these 3 guys laying out on the ground. They're not going to try and do that anymore. So that is going to be a 15 to hit
Does not hit.
and an 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Ugh. I keep
Clocks
running.
you across the face.
Yeah, I keep running.
Okay. Awesome. Kellic, you are in a full sprint, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You have 1 more round left until you can get there.
Alma!
Shreya, you have 2 more rounds until you can get there.
All right.
Flynn, you also have 2 more rounds until you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Olma, what are you doing? You are about 20 feet away from this teleportation circle that is currently unguarded, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the teleportation circle.
Okay. You run up and you can see, like, scribed into the ground, there are these runes, but currently not activated.
Do I recognize them at all from the other teleportation circles I've used?
Yes, you do.
What do I get from them?
It looks like actually, it looks like the ones that you've used, but you can't determine where it goes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna have you make an Arcana check to see that.
Natural 20.
No
Natural
way.
20.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I wish I should take a picture of this for you guys. Natural 20.
Yeah.
So the teleportation circles that you've taken in the past have taken you fairly short distances, just like 1 or 2 cities over. You can see the amount of detail that goes into this. This is taking you much further away. Yeah, you would see, because you got a natural 20, I'll give this to you. You would see like etched into the teleportation circle sigils themselves, the sort of the dwarven iconography for the capital of Kaldur, the capital of Oakenspire. Oakenspire, yes. So you determine that this teleportation circle probably takes you to the capital of Kaldur.
Okay. So that was 20 feet that I ran. And
Yes.
I'm probably 20 feet then from the person who tried to punch me, or how far am I from the person?
Yeah. You're about that far.
So I'm going to turn around to face them.
Okay.
And just tears streaming down my face. Why'd you take him? Where are you going with him?
Okay, is that your turn?
As I scream that, my whole body pulses, and out from my hand, you see a glowing blade covered in smoke and lights shimmering as it protrudes from my right hand.
Okay.
And I cast Shadow Blade.
Nice.
And I will.
Okay.
That was cocked. But it was cocked almost on a 5, so let's try this again. I have to beat a 5, right?
You have to beat a 5.
11.
11. Okay.
It was like between 5 and 18 cocked at the end of my
Jeez.
mat.
All right. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that was that was a bonus action, so I'm gonna hold.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna hold a melee attack.
Okay.
With the weapon.
Okay. Okay. So, in a full sprint, Kellic, at the very end of your turn, you've used your action and your movement. You charge into this room. You do still have a bonus action if you would like to use it.
What can I do with a bonus action? Virtually nothing. Does Olma look hurt at all?
She does not. No.
I have a little bit of blood coming out.
Well,
of my
you got a
nose.
little bit of blood
A little bit of blood
coming down your
coming
nose.
down my nose.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Okay, but that's pretty typical.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just... Olma! What's going on?
Shry and Flynn, you guys are still moving towards this area. And the guards are going to, the 3 that were on the ground used half of their movement to get up. They are still 20 feet away. And since they're dwarves, they have even less movement. So they can't quite make it to you, but they're running towards you. The 2 that are standing up, however, run towards you and are going to attempt... They're going to try and grapple you. So that's going to be another acrobatics check from you.
I held my melee action.
That's right. So yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, so the one that tries to grapple me first, I'll deflect and I guess, knife him.
Okay. Yeah.
Shank him.
Make an attack roll.
18 to hit.
18 hits. You slide this thing just in between the plates of their armor.
Just making sure. Yeah, that's 9 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Okay. All right. They wince and a little bit of blood comes out of their nose and their ears, as you can tell their brain just hurts and their eyes get all bloodshot.
When he's close to me and his eyes are bloodshot, I yell and I'm gonna whisper into his face, "Why did you take him?"
Okay. That's gonna end his turn. He's pretty much incapacitated at this point. The next one is gonna run up and try and grapple you.
How does this affect my acrobatics check if I have, I'm attached to, I guess I could let go of, I let go of the sword to avoid this grapple, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You let go of the sword and,
it's okay if it's in
step
him.
back.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Natural 20
Oh my gosh.
for a 26.
Okay. Well, you're not getting grappled. Okay. Yeah, that misses.
Fueled by anger.
Okay. And then, yeah, I guess it's Olma's turn again.
Bonus action, call the sword to me.
Okay.
Point it directly at the closest dwarf that just tried to grapple me, aim it right at his throat, and I'm going to tell him, and I'm going to try to knock him prone with it. And so first I want to just try to knock him prone and aim the sword right at his throat.
Okay, so that is going to be a shove attack.
Okay.
So that is going to be your athletics against his.
14.
That's a dirty 20.
Ugh. Okay. Fine. Still pointing the sword right at his throat and saying, "Why did you take him?"
You have to calm down. I don't know who you are, but you need to put the sword down.
You're not answering my questions. Sword's still at his throat.
Yeah, you're not in any position to ask questions here.
Seems like I am.
And he looks over at the guy who's still... Okay. That is... Is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action. I didn't move, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So yes.
Next up, Killick. You are in the room. You are about 30 feet away from Olma and these two guards, and about 20 feet away from the guards who are rushing her right now.
All right. I'm 20 feet away from the guards that are. How close are the guards to Olma?
There are 3 that are rushing her that are about 10 feet away, and then there are 2 that are right up next to her, within 5 feet.
I am going to, I've briefly stopped there to be like, what's going on? And see this happen. And I'll just resume my momentum as I barrel toward her. And I will sort of slide up if I can get next to her. And I will put my hand up in the air and say, I'm sure we can all come to an understanding with a little bit of help. And I will pull the curtain down once more from above me and let the sepia tone sweep out across this as the whole room is filled with these very, very translucent ashes. And I will cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
That's a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw. From all 5?
From each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose within range. So I think that means I can catch all of them.
Yeah, okay, you can catch all of them.
Including you.
Including me?
Yes.
That is going to be a 16, an 18, an 11, a 10, and a 14.
Okay, it's a DC of 16, so that 2 of them succeed.
Okay.
22.
Then I will roll to see which 2 succeed.
The incapacitated one.
That was one of them.
Yeah!
Yes, the incapacitated one, and then one of the 3 that are still rushing Olma.
Okay. And they, as a result of failing, become, I believe, let me read verbatim this. Dude, being a cleric, you have so many spells.
Yep.
It's so many. You can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile toward. This indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is 1 minute concentration for me to maintain this aura of calmness.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn,
It is.
Kellic? Okay. Next up, Shreya. You run into this room. You use your full action and your movement. You have a bonus action if you can use anything on that.
Nope, no bonuses from me. I make it.
Okay.
I make it here.
You are in the room, though. Flynn, same to you. You are in the room, but you have no action or movement left.
I have a bonus.
Yes.
I guess I don't have an action to hold a spell. And how far away am I now from the center where Olma is?
You are 30 feet away
30
from
feet.
Olma
Okay.
and 2 of the guards, and 20 feet away from the other 3 guards.
I'll bonus action summon my bow. You see the bow kind of form in my hand, kind of toss it over the other hand, and I'll just get ready to look like I'm going to go for an arrow to get ready, but I can't because I don't have
Okay.
action.
All right. So next up, we've got these guards. The one that is on the ground, eyes bloodshot, is just from a kneeling position, going to try and reach for his dagger and take a swipe at Olma. No, it's going to be a 9 to hit. No. He is just out of it. He takes a wild swing and misses. The next one, though, who's still rushing towards you, still going to go for that grapple. Because you're a child and he's not a monster. So that is going to be an acrobatics check from you. You have to be a 22
12.
strength check.
12.
Okay. So he runs up and he grapples you. So you are currently grappled. But next up, Olma. It is your turn.
Where are his arms?
They are wrapped around sort of your torso,
My torso?
sort of keeping your arms pinned there.
Okay. I am going to, sorry, Kellic. Try to break the grapple. I guess I can probably do that without trying to hit him. I don't know. DM, what do you think?
Yeah, so let's see. You have to do an athletics or an acrobatics check contested by me.
Yeah.
Or contested by the
I'm
dwarf.
going to do an acrobatics check. To try to
Okay,
break
that
the
is an
grapple.
18 that you have to beat.
I beat it. That was a 16 plus 6.
Okay.
22.
So you just are able to squeeze your way out of this grapple and out of the control of the dwarf.
Nice.
I recall my glowing green sword to me as a bonus action, pointed at both of the close the two closest. Are they both dwarves? Is one dwarf, one human?
Yes, they're both dwarves.
Okay.
And then one of the guards who was rushing you was human, and the other 2 were dwarves.
Okay. I point it back to the dwarves. And just continue to stare them down. Where is Xavier?
Make an intimidation check for me.
I'm not intimidating at all. 5.
Okay. They don't seem to have any interest in answering you right now. But with that, Kellic, we're at the top of initiative. What do you want to do?
Can I tell who was affected by the calming emotions spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. Yeah.
So the one of those who is the closest to me, I will just look at him pleadingly and just say, nobody has to get hurt. Just let us leave peacefully. You've seen what she can do. You don't want to see how much madder she can get.
And he looks at you and he goes, and he looks at the other guards and he goes, yeah, sounds good to me.
Tell them.
Hey, guys, hey, what are we doing here? Let's just all take a minute and just calm down.
Yes, take a minute. We're all friends
And-
here.
Yeah, these guys don't seem so bad. Shreya, you are in the room, and you have your full action, movement, and bonus action. What do you want to do?
And I heard this exchange.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so in that case, I am going to druidcraft a minor glow of light that's gonna just dance in front of them as if they were two little flickering flames that would calm and put each of these guards at ease. Even further.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you make a persuasion check.
All right.
Either that or performance.
Natural 20. Oh my god.
Nice.
What?
Let's go.
First one of the day. Of the last 3 sessions, actually.
Okay, so the guard that was just talking to Kalik sort of elbows the guy right next to him. He goes, "Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool." Huh? And the guy next to him goes, "Yes, these lights are very pretty. Yes, I do enjoy. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that one that's going over towards the other one. And they're friends." Okay, is that going to be the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Flynn,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Seeing all this, I'm not able to get up right next to Olma, but I'll get up into the area, close, and I would move 25 feet closer.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm in eye shot very well. I'm in this now, and I'll just yeah, guys, let's talk, and I'll take the bow that's in my hand, I'll put it on the ground, I'll put my hands up, be like, let's just talk, let's figure this out, no big deal.
And the one who was calmed, who was right next to Olma, sort of looks around and he goes, "Yeah, I agree. And he drops his sword, and the guy who is bloodshot eyes, "What are you guys doing?"
Hey, it was an accident. Hey, we'll figure it out.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, the two guards who are not currently affected. See, there's something that there are times where there are things that I want to do as a DM, but I just can't. So these two dwarves looking around, seeing the situation, they're going to drop their weapons.
Yeah.
And we are out of combat.
Yeah.
As the dwarf with the bloodshot eyes looks around and realizes that he's been defeated, drops his dagger to the ground, and the one who was just trying to grapple Olma sort of backs away, puts his hands up, and sort of backs off into the corner of the room next to a wall.
No one's running away, though. No one's leaving.
No one's leaving.
Okay.
I keep my sword trained on the one backing away from me, and I say, "What happens where he went?"
I'm sort of standing in front of Olma. If she's putting her sword out, I'm putting my arm over her sword arm to just kind of keep her body back.
Okay. Olma, make another intimidation check now that we're out of combat. 6. He goes, "I don't know where they went. I'm not in charge of that.
What happens where he went?
I don't know. I don't even know where he went. How am I supposed to know what goes on where he went if I don't even know where it is?
Why did he get taken?
I don't know.
Why does no one know anything around here?"
I'm gonna look. Can I tell that this is that there's a teleportation circle in the room?
Yes, you can tell by the engravings on the ground.
You saw him, Olma. You saw Xavier.
Yeah, he was right here, and they took him. And I'm gonna start to lunge forward.
I'm gonna just try and take her momentum and pick her up and spin around with her as she goes.
Okay, and you look over, and as this is happening, you can see a little bit of a smirk on the dwarf's face.
Kalik, let me go!
If you hit him, we'll have the whole fight all over again with all these men and whoever else is here in this whole encampment. These people aren't even our enemies. What reason? I'll turn to the guy who was smirking. What reason do you have to capture a wizard like that and teleport him to places and leave him in bizarre shackles, covering his neck?
That's not up to me.
But why might they? Right? If this man is actually worth this kind of punishment, then we have no reason to pursue him. So just grant us an idea of what his crimes might be.
I've got no clue.
Who would? I'll pipe up.
I don't know.
Does it seem like he's withholding information?
Kelly, can you do that thing for the truth?
Make an insight
Kelly,
check.
can you do that
Flame.
thing? Can you do that thing?
Total of 20.
Yeah, he's not. He's purposefully withholding information. He is not intimidated in the slightest.
I will add an additional layer. At Olma's prompt, I'll put her down, and this time I'll pull at a tether to the side, and cover his zone with a zone of truth, which is a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Provici.
A 9.
He fails.
He fails.
So he doesn't have to share anything, but if he speaks, he has to speak the truth.
Okay.
Tell us what you know about Xavier, or I'll let her go to town on you.
I know nothing about the prisoner.
What do you know about what they do there? Where they've taken him?
I believe they're taking him to be interrogated.
In association with what?
I don't know.
Where?
Oakenspire.
Where in Oakenspire? It's a big city.
I don't know.
Is
But
this...
you won't be able to get there from here.
There's a circle. We can use the circle.
No, you can't.
Why not?
It can only be activated from the other side.
Will you let us go without alerting the others?
No.
That seems fair from his perspective.
Just wanted to check.
Well, Lynn, you got any more of that rope?
How many guards are there again?
There's 5 total, right?
Some of them are
Yeah,
still
there's 5 total.
Some of them are still chill and they don't care.
And at
They're
this
chill,
point,
but it's
at this
wearing
point,
out.
one of them comes up, and sort of one of the dwarven guards comes over and puts his hand over on Kellick's shoulder, and he looks at the other dwarf who you guys are interrogating and goes, "Come on, just tell him, just tell him what they need to know."
Does he seem wooed by that?
He does not.
Okay.
Do you know, Chum? Do you know any more about this?
Yeah, I don't. I wish I knew, because if I did, I would tell you.
Who among
But
you would, or can you tell us where we can look? Is there a
there's
record book
some
we could look at?
commanding officers. I don't know exactly where they are right now. We're kind of the night shift, so the commanding officers are probably asleep at this point.
Do you have any like
But,
documentation or anything that we could have?
oh yeah, over at the archives.
Where's that at?
That's sort of if you go. So
Here, we have a map. Here.
obviously,
You could just...
I'll pull the
yeah,
map. Yeah, I'll pull the map out. And as I'm doing this, and as the other guards being very helpful to us, I'll just be looking at the other dwarf that's being kind of a dick and just give him like a look. Be like, gotcha, didn't need you anyway.
Yeah, so he looks at the map and he goes, yeah, so if you could just go right over here and then past this right here, right in there are the archives.
Perfect, thank you. And I'll make a little like indentation or mark or something.
And you guys hear just a couple feet away, one of the human and the dwarven guard. Oh, no, the light right there. Yeah, no. So it'll go around the other way. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we just need to tie up the one that is.
They're only going to be calmed for a minute.
Yeah, we might as well just get
What do
out
you
of here.
want to do?
We should just run. Probably.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we're gonna go to the archives.
All They don't know when.
Yeah, we could come back. I don't have a good idea. I'm fresh out.
Kellic, I'm going to say it's a minute, right?
It's a minute.
Calm emotions. I'm going to say you would know that you have about 15 seconds left.
Why don't we just each take one and punch?
Yeah, all right.
I run up to one. I run up to the one dickhead. I go to the dickhead one.
Okay.
And I
All
will. I'll cast Bane on as many as I can. I think I only have level 1 spells left, so on 3 of them.
Okay. With that, we're back in it. I'm going to have you guys roll initiative once again.
Here we go. Oh, I got a total of 20 on that one.
We get to. I mean, they're basically surprised though, right? Because the guards.
I'm going to say the 3 that have their
that are happy.
their calm emotions on them. I'm going to say that they have the surprised condition.
Okay, and I'm
but
taking
the other
the one
two
that's
do
not surprised.
Calm emotions
Okay.
is just like taking a beat in between combat. Just like,
Yeah.
it's just like, let's just take a break, get some water. We'll get back.
Okay,
to it.
so
17.
Flynn was a 20.
Yeah.
Olma was a 17.
And Nish
Kellic?
is 11.
Tries a 5.
And Shreya. That was a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what these guards got.
This is hilarious.
We're just all lining up with one, like ready to knock them out at the same time, so that the people don't.
Okay. Okay, Flynn. You are up first in initiative. What would you like to do? As you can see, this spell of calm emotions is just starting to fade.
Yeah, I'll just do the same thing. I'll bonus action. Is it my turn or is it a reaction?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Just at the start of combat.
Sure. I mean, I'll drop my bow, bonus action, bring out my sword, and start with the people that are surprised. Do I have like an advantage or something on them because they're surprised? They don't expect it.
No, they just skipped the first round of combat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start swinging. So I'll go to the closest one that's and give them a thwack on the noggin.
Okay.
That
As
is
they're looking at the glowing lights.
that's a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. I'll try again with my extra attack.
Okay.
Man, another 12.
Yeah, and ding, ding, your sword hits on their armor both times.
I will action surge and do
There
it
you
2 more
are.
times.
Okay.
I might hit. 15.
15 just hits. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. That is max. That is 13 points of bludgeoning as I whack him in the head.
Okay, and he is knocked out.
I will go to the next one.
He's unconscious. Okay.
Ooh, next one is good too. 16 plus, so it's
Yeah, that is.
20. Yeah, 24. Okay. Ooh, 8 points of bludgeoning on the noggin.
Okay. You hit them over the head, and you can see immediately they're knocked out of the calm emotion spell. But they are still conscious.
That is my turn. I will stay in melee with that one.
Okay. Next up, Olma.
I smile, and I crack my knuckles, and I run to him, and punch him right across the face.
Nice.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ooh, I don't think it's gonna hit 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay. One more time. 15.
15 hits.
Yes.
Roll that damage.
Eight. Nope, 7.
8.
7.
7. Okay. He is still conscious as he takes this hit right to the head. He's still standing. Okay. Next up, the one with the bloodshot eyes, dagger still in his hand, is going to rush towards Flynn and try and take a swipe at him with the dagger.
Sure.
No, that's going to be an 8 to hit.
Misses.
And swings and misses. As he swings, he sort of takes his momentum a little bit too far and almost collapses back to the ground.
Okay.
Next up, Kellic.
I'm casting Bane on the 3. I think there's 3 conscious still. Is that?
There are 4 conscious
Okay.
still. Only one of them is at full health right now.
Okay. Well, whichever 3 seem the most threatening based on
Okay.
where I am that are within 30 feet of me.
Okay, they all have Bane.
Charisma saving throw. They could save against.
Oh, charisma save. 13 on the first one,
Fail.
11,
Fail.
and a 2.
They all have been.
Nice.
Okay,
24.
24. Okay, is that your turn?
Yep.
Debility.
The dwarf who just got hit over the head by Olma is going to attempt to swing at Olma.
Mm-hmm.
That is... Ooh. That would have hit, but thanks to Bane,
Nice.
that is a 14.
Does not hit.
Okay.
As his eyes are awash with ashes.
Hmm.
That is his turn. Shreya.
I take the one I ran up to and clock him in the head with this pulsating staff that is charged up
Okay.
with shillelagh.
Make an attack roll.
All right, that's gonna be dirty 20,
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
and the damage for that is gonna be that is 12 points of magical arcane damage.
Woo!
It's a lot.
Okay. As you smack him over the head, you can see his eyes roll back, immediately thrown into unconsciousness as he falls to the ground.
Awesome.
Okay. Next up, top of the order, Flynn.
I'll try the one that I hit before. I'm gonna try and knock him out.
Okay.
Finish it up.
Yeah, make that attack roll.
1, but actually, it's just kidding. It's an 18 plus something.
Yeah, that hits.
Halfling.
Okay. Yeah, that's 12 points of
He's out.
okay.
Yeah.
knock him in
He
the head.
is out.
And then I'll move on to another one. What's the other one that was weak? There's the one that's taking damage, right?
Yeah,
Bloodshot
so there's
eyes.
one right next to Olma that she's beaten up on,
Mhm.
and then there's one that had the bloodshot eyes that ran up to you
Mhm.
And was trying to take a swing at you.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the one that's kind of a dick that almost punching. I'm gonna leave
There's
that to her.
two. Well, there's two next to me, right?
No, one of them was
Oh.
knocked out.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
you're
by-
she's
yep,
fighting the one that's
by
kind of been a
Shia.
dick this whole time. I'm gonna let her do that because I feel like she wants to beat him up. So I'm gonna take the one that's bloodshot eyes and try and damage him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Another good roll. Yeah, like 25.
Yeah.
Only 9 points, but I mean he's damaged before.
He's
Yeah.
unconscious.
I'll knock him out too.
He had 1 hit point.
Yeah. And how many more left?
Just the one next to Olma.
Cool. That's my turn. I'll move up to him in melee.
Next up is Olma.
I look at him. I look him in the eyes, and I say, "I'm gonna find Savior, and when I do, I'm gonna make sure everyone who kept him captive pays." And I punch him in the face.
Okay.
Ooh.
19.
Yeah.
Nice.
9 points of damage for the first one.
Okay. You want to hit him again?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you
So
hit him the
I-
first
I hit
time.
him the first time, and I pick up my other fist and I say, "Starting with you," and I punch him a second time.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Is he like
Roll.
dead?
Okay. Roll the damage.
He might be, but
She's gonna like break
We
his
can't use our reaction for this, right?
head open.
No, you cannot.
So automatic damage is 11 points plus
Mm-hmm.
plus 3 because I don't add the plus again. So
Yes.
11, 14.
Okay. He was unconscious on the first hit. And as you swing back around and crack him on the side of the head, you feel your fist like embed itself into the side of his skull a little bit as he is instantly dead.
Olma, what did you do?
I collapse to my knees and I touch the circle, the teleportation circle. Come back!
Kellic!
I'm running over to the
Savior!
guy.
Savior, come back!
Can I put his head back together? Like, I'm gonna cradle his skull and see if I don't know where we fall on this in terms of like how whether I can use spare the dying on this kind of situation or I don't.
Yeah, was it non-lethal? I don't know.
It was not stated.
It was not stated that it was non-lethal. So it was. He is fully dead. Kalik, as you lean down and you pick up his head, it completely falls back, and you even sort of feel in your hand where his skull is collapsed in.
Olma, what are you doing, girl?
Alec, he's gone.
I turn around as I flourish with the staff, and the energy from the blow that I gave to the dwarf kind of pulses back into the staff and it powers down. I put the staff back between my wings. I turn around, look at the dwarf, kind of like cock my head and whisper under my breath,
Another dwarf bites the dust.
No, Shreya! No! This is not what we do!
He was a dick, but he was
He was a person!
person.
So is Savior.
Commotion over this way. No, I think it was up here.
oh,
We gotta go.
uh-oh.
This just got a lot worse because of this.
We're fucked. We gotta get to the archive. Because we can't come back here. I can only imagine what the security will be like.
If we come back, you're right. We have to find a way out of here.
Flynn, he pointed to where the archive was on the map.
Yeah, I have it on the map,
Make
and I roll it up off the ground, like shook. I snap back into it, roll up the map, and put it. I have it here, but we gotta go, and I'll put it in my bag. Can I quickly look over this guy's like pockets really quick to see if he has like a, I don't know, like a. I want to see if he has any mementos or anything like that. Like, does he have a family?
God.
Sure. Yeah. As these guards are quickly
Like,
approaching,
I'll reach
look
my
through
hand
his
into like two or
pockets,
three
yeah.
pockets, like 1, 2, and then go.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Don't ever trust the DM when he says that. Oh
Well,
my
I did
God.
it. I did it. I just want to see if I can. 19.
19. You find a pouch of 7 gold
I leave it.
and 3 silver. You find his weapons, which consist of a sword and a dagger. And you see he's got a single key on his belt.
I leave all of it. I just wanted to see if he had like a, I don't know, picture of family.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
Scanning the ground for entrances back into the sewer.
Grabbing Olma and lifting her to her feet. Obviously, I'm not going to carry her. I'm not very strong, but I'm just like moving her into a running posture.
As you guys are sprinting out of this room, you guys round the corner, and I'm going to have all of you guys just make a straight dexterity check.
Go.
Because we have guards coming in, so I want to see if you guys can move fast enough to get out of
18.
here.
19.
Okay, let's make this. 16.
That's good.
11.
11. Okay. As the group sprints forward, you guys round the corner and off down one of the hallways, just like literally split second before a group of guards rounds the other corner and enters the room, as they don't see you guys. And you guys sprint down the hallway. You guys go down the stairs that you guys came up. You guys find your way back down to the ground floor. And you guys find your way back into the sewer tunnel. What would you guys like to do?
Keep going. Keep
Go
going.
to the archive. What are we
Okay.
able to sort of
I'm moving like a zombie.
triangulate?
I think we just should get out of. Wait, is the archive in the military district still, or is it?
Yes, it is.
Could I press my head to the top, feel the vibrations of the ground above, and try to triangulate the position based on the sewer complex?
The map and
yeah,
everything?
make a survival check.
Let's see. That's an 11.
An 11. You are at this point kind of disoriented. You can't really find where exactly it would be.
Do we come back later? Do we do this now?
What were we expecting to learn from the archives exactly? I wasn't there the whole
The
time.
nature
What
of
they do with their prisoners. What they do with Xavier.
Why they had him in the first place.
Olma. They don't put those kind of bonds on regular people. What kind of man was Xavier? What was he up to?
He was good. He took care of me. He was teaching me.
Was he dangerous, Olma?
No! Never. I don't know what happened before I met him. But he was kind to me. And he took care of me. When I had no one. And he was teaching me how to control everything.
Did he teach you how to do that? And I'll point back towards the prison where the...
No. No. That was before him. He was teaching me how to stay in control. And make sure that buildings didn't blow up. And make sure that nothing bad ever happened. He was good. And they took him.
What a mess.
We should just get out of here.
I will say, even if we do make it to the archive, there must be the highest level of security here now that there ever has been.
If it isn't yet, it's gonna be there shortly. I think having a location of your friend is enough for now.
Yeah, what are we going to learn? You know, breadcrumbs. Fragments. That's assuming we can find whatever book that gave the information in.
Should we leave the city? Are we safe to sleep here?
Well,
We killed someone.
aye. That we did.
Aren't we still rendezvousing with a contact in the morning?
We have to.
We'll miss that person.
We do need to go back to the inn to get Thaddeus. At least. But maybe we find a different inn. Something...
Nobody really
We're
knows
hidden.
we're staying there. You know, we didn't tell anyone.
You can never be safe. I can reach out to...
That inn is the one that Thaddeus chose, right? That's his place.
Yeah, well, I don't
Nobody will
know.
remember us.
We're pretty memorable.
Maybe we should
How
have
will
this
they know
meeting
us
somewhere
here?
else.
Everyone else got knocked out.
Are we doing this like as we're walking through the sewers? I'm assuming. We're just like kind of walking
Yeah, we'll walk.
towards the exit.
Eventually, they may figure out our routes through these buildings.
I think we get our protection tomorrow morning. I think we go to a different inn or somewhere else. I can talk to
It's fine.
the sentinel.
I'll keep watch all night.
Oh, you need to rest.
No, I don't. I'm not gonna rest.
Alma,
You sleep.
Okay.
I'm keeping
I can
watch
rem-
all night.
I will keep watch with you. I did not expend much energy in these last few exchanges.
The sentinel might be able to hide us.
don't be foolish.
I'm not being foolish.
We rotate watches, we get the most
have
out of
plenty-
all of us.
I
It's not about that, Olma. We'll take care of each other. Right? That means you sleeping too.
I don't need to sleep.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You're only 12. You don't know anything.
I have this, and I pull out a potion.
That's not. It doesn't matter, Olma.
It is a blue, like a dark blue potion. I don't need to sleep. This is good enough. Trust me.
Olma, I know you're in a place.
DM, I'm gonna listen for any other sounds around us here in the sewer.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
19.
19. You hear just quiet little drops of water that echo off of the sides of the stone walls here in the tunnel. You hear a little bit of a commotion behind you, but you can tell it's just above the surface. No one's actually come down into the sewer. But you've got a pretty good read on, you would probably be able to hear if someone opened that hatch.
Okay, great.
It's only going to get harder to make these tough decisions. The less you sleep, Olma.
No, you don't understand. This potion is like if I took a long sleep and took a rest. I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna watch. I can't sleep anyway. I saw him, he was right in front of me. And they took him and I let them.
Okay, Olma.
Let's just get back to the inn. Start with that.
I liked it here.
Well, you can stay. But I'm gonna go find Xavier.
We march back in silence.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are able to walk all the way back to that initial hatch, the manhole cover that you guys had opened up. You peek through. You don't see any guards in sight. Seems that all of them have gone possibly to any of your previous locations. You don't see any of them. You pop out. Shreya, you once again turn the key in the door, pull the lever, and it opens out into the city streets. You guys walk back through the park that Shreya, you had spoken with the halflings at. Olma, you walk and you see the tree that you had climbed earlier in the day. You guys continue walking. You guys see the early Stone's Ire off to your right. You pass by the gallows on your left. You make it back to the inn. At this point, well into the night. As you guys all sit down quietly contemplating what just happened and any possible next steps, that's where we're going to end today's session. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Goodbye.
Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds.
Hey, it's Shane. Thanks so much for listening to that episode of Venture Forth. We really, really appreciate it. We're everywhere on the internet. We're on every social media application as Venture Forth DND. We're even on TikTok, but I don't really know how much we're doing on there. We've really enjoyed seeing your comments on our various channels, on our Instagram and our YouTube, and even on Facebook. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and feelings, and please do continue to do that. We love seeing you guys engage with what we're putting out that way. It fills our hearts with joy. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye, nerds.